A1A.Productions videos and broadcasts are for educational and entertainment purposes only. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in the favor of fair use.
Welcome back to the weekly Trop 40 Countdown.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trop 40 Countdown. The Trop 40 is the official Radio A1A countdown of the top 40 of tropical Americana music by independent singer-songwriters. The Trop 40 is sponsored by a carefully selected group of A1A Paradise experts. Please support our sponsors who help to keep tropical Americana music alive and live. Thank you to the listeners of A1A, and especially to the independent singer-songwriters of tropical music for sharing their amazing songs featured in Radio A1A programming. And now, here's your host for this exclusive Trop 40 Countdown.
Aloha, y'all. This is Donnie Brewer, and you're listening to the weekly Rock Top 40 with Harry Tieford on Radio A1A, music for the road to paradise.
Hi, this is gold and multi-platinum recording artist Bertie Higgins. You're listening to Harry Tieford and the Trop Rock 40 on Trop Rock Music Association Radio Station of the Year, Radio A1A. Music for your road to paradise.
Hey everybody, this is Johnny Russell from the Beach Bum Band, and you are listening to the one and only weekly Trop 40 right here on Radio A1A.
Hi folks, this is singer-songwriter Daryl Clamp. All my friends here in Tampa Bay, listen to Harry Tieford on Radio A1A, music for the road to paradise.
Craig, cleanse your soul in the Gulf of Mexico with Harry Tieford and the Radio A1A Trop Rock Top 40, music for the road to paradise.
I'm Fred McFarland, and you're listening to my friend Harry Tieford and Radio A1A.
This is Radio A1A, The Road to Paradise, and I want to thank you for listening to me, Don Middlebrook, right here on the station that get Harry.
Welcome back to the Trop 40 Countdown Show for October the 2nd, 2022. I'm Harry T. Stand by for more great tropical Americana music by independent singer-songwriters. And at number 10 this week in the Trop 40 Countdown, folks, it has been a crazy week, has it not? It is one of those weeks that we're going to spend a little time here on the Trop 40, and we'll talk about it later. But let's keep the music flowing, and it's out there for everyone. And hello, live out there listening in Germany, many thousands. Hello to you. Guten Tag. Chesterfield, United Kingdom, Gilbert, South Carolina, the Russian Federation, Arlington, Virginia, Harrison, Arkansas, Mobile, Alabama, Danvers, Massachusetts, many more in Deutschland, Corpus Christi, Texas, Missouri City, Texas, Arlington, Virginia, Nashville, Tennessee, many, Palm Harbor, Florida. There are those that are available in that part of the world that has been affected. But let's go by the sea, Manalo, number 10 in the Trop 40 this week.
I miss the sound of the ocean, the smell of salt on the breeze. Only if it don't make no difference to you, well, I think I'd like to live by the sea. Oh, I think I'd like to live by the sea. We can hold hands as we walk through the sand. We'll laugh at the birds on the shore. When the weather gets hotter, we'll just jump in the water. You and me, I don't need nothing more. Listen to the waves as they sing us a song, and soon we'll be singing our own. We can plant a tree and start a family. We can do what we want in our home. I miss the sound of the ocean, the smell of salt on the breeze. Honey, if it don't make no difference to you, well, I think I'd like to live by the sea. Oh, I think I'd like to live by the sea. We'll be sipping coladas at the ends of palapas. We'll watch the clouds in the sky, soaking up sunshine, living our best life. We'll listen to the sea as she cries. We'll teach our kids to be good people and remind them they can always come home. You and me in a house by the sea, what a wonderful way to grow old. I miss the sound of the ocean, the smell of salt on the breeze. Honey, if it don't make no difference to you, well, I think I'd like to live by the sea. Oh, I think I'd like to live by the sea. I miss the sound of the ocean, the sway of the palm tree. Honey, if it don't make no difference to you, well, I think I'd like to live by the sea. Oh, I think I'd like to live by the sea. Oh, I think that we should live by the sea.
A new artist, Manalo, at number 10. And he's an artist, by the way, that I have searched for on YouTube, and there are no videos that I can find of that fine song. But the voters seem to find that quite wonderful. If we could take just a moment, I have turned the camera on a hat right there. I wish I could zoom it in, but the hat says Gulf Coast Musicians Medical Fund right there. And it's also, this is my attire for getting out and cleaning up after a hurricane. We haven't had one here in the studio, but I can just feel, I don't feel like, dressing for TV when my friends are out there doing work and us not doing something also. But speaking of that, Gulf Coast Musicians Medical Fund. You pick, these musicians can pick up the phone if they need medical help. They get it immediately paid directly to the pharmacy or doctor where it's taking place. And they're going to be doing a annual fundraising event one day this year, but 2 stages with 22 acts. Listen to this, in Pensacola at the Point restaurant there. I think it's kind of like Perdido Key, Pensacola area there. October the 22nd. So I can imagine Webb Dalton and the bunch there it's all unbelievable artists contributing their time, and they raise thousands of dollars for this fund to connect musicians with medical care. And specifically, we have medical care needed by musicians that I can imagine that if you're listening and you are on the coast, this is the Gulf Coast Musicians Medical Fund. And if you'll go there and Google that right there, if you can, those guys will connect to your pharmacy and get you some whatever you. I mean, they raise funds specifically for this. Thank you, Webb Dalton, for giving me the opportunity and allowing me to wear this hat right here the Gulf Coast Musicians Medical Fund. And next up in our Top 40 countdown, and it's my turn to shut the heck up and get on with it. Everybody loved the show last week. It was less than 3 hours. This one's not going to be like that. It's going to be a bit longer. So if you will please bear with me just a moment. We have this video. There it is right there. We have this video available for our number 9 song. And I believe I'm right. Let me double check that. Yes, Coastal Beach Girls, Ray Boone.
On the coast of Daytona, the girls make you wanna surf the beach just to catch their eye. And down to Miami, Chica's Tropicana, bittersweet as key lime pie. And over in Tampa Bay and Sandville, dance away trop music well into the night. Nothing more beautiful in this world than coastal beach girls. Straight bikini, tan skin, warm water, jump right in, blue, green, brown eyes, A1A, sunny skies, hair blowing, beach combing, SPF and copper toning down her back. Rub it in, nothing more beautiful in this world than coastal beach girls. Highway 38 to Panama City, there's bronze babes kissed by the sun. In Galveston Beach, there's Texas beauties, just as cute as they come. And down to Padre Island, the girls are so darling, you'll never ever want to go home. Nothing more beautiful in this world than coastal beach girls. String bikini, tan skin, warm water, jump right in, blue, green, brown eyes, 38 sunny skies, hair blowing, beach combing, SPF and copper toning down her back. Rub it in, nothing more beautiful in this world than coastal beach girls.
It appears we have had an issue with this video's audio. Stand by just a moment, everyone. Coastal Beach Girls, we're going to stand by and put on a commercial for just a moment, if you don't mind. I'm Harry T. We're going to put on a little program to feature the Brother to Brothers and some video, some photos from St. James City, Florida, and Matt Lachey. And in the background, we'll play a song. This song right here is, to take you away just a moment, it's, folks, we got to roll up our sleeves and help these folks. This is by Pirates Guitars and Beachfront Bars, Laguna Madre Sunset. We're asking that you go to the Brother to Brothers GoFundMe page. Visit there and make a donation, if you will, to get some help on the ground for the folks over there, St. James City and elsewhere around that area affected by Hurricane Ivan. Thanks for all of the folks that have asked us, and it's been overwhelming, the folks requesting help through Radio A1A to get everyone on board and together and to communicate with everyone there and coordinate the efforts to get some help. Today at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we're connecting with our good friend Rudy Cox there on St. James City with a Starlink telephone conversation to find out what they need and how they can get some help. But one of the ways to get some help through some of the brothers of the Masonic Order of Florida and throughout the country, those guys who are the Shriners, and within that good group of people, and the ladies and gentlemen there are raising funds to get it to them on the ground through their local facilities, which still exist and have the ability to get help immediately in the form of canned goods, water, generators, and of course funding to provide those things. Those things went out the evening of the event. They were already in order and headed out from, I know, the Florida Keys. There are drop-off points across the state of Florida, and those drop-off points are at those individual Masonic lodges that may have some information about Brothers to Brothers, which they all should by this point in time. This is a situation where you can at least address it to Brothers to Brothers, Southwest Florida care, hurricane relief. This is a live show, and thank you so very much for tuning in. I'm going to cut back, and I have restarted that computer that provides our audio feed. So stand by. While on this subject, though, this is a great time to also mention the folks at Sail and Song Promotions. SailAndSongPromotions.com. They have been basically single-handedly the clearinghouse for all of those streaming, those amazing live, free streaming events by people in the trop rock world, the tropical Americana artists, those guys that do all the music on the Trop 40 that I'm trying to get back up with. Brian Burns and his group have tirelessly taken the lead, and that's what happens when a parrot head gets involved, man. And that group he's with, they're good people. SailAndSongPromotions.com is where you would go and find out where those events are. There are so many of them. Please go there and donate. They've already done over $1,500 and way on their way up. And Donnie Brewer, and there are several other people that are doing these events as well coming up. And by the way, at the end of this hour, we will have an interview with Dave Roush from the Florida Keys and all the efforts down there to return the favor and pay it forward from, so many times the Keys have been faced with this very same thing. In this case, I'm really happy to be a part of the Radio A1A family that can get the word to you on the ground there, and programming live and specific to a need when it happens. Thank you for listening on Radio A1A Cruising Country Radio. I'm Harry T. Be back to the show in just a moment, so stand by. Now it's time for us to go to our number 8 song. Hey, I'm back. We had a little issue with a sound here. Let's hope that this will be working. Let's click this right here. If it works, we'll be working on it.
Welcome back to the weekly Trop 40 Countdown.
Let's hold to that sound right there. So right now it looks like it is not working. It is working, and there it is. Don't kill my vibes. Number 8 in the Trop 40 Countdown this week. I'm going to put on some information about Follow the Flock while we listen to this song.
All this pain will keep our secrets alive. Imagine sharp tattoos written in my shade of blue. How you look at me is so sweet. Oh, don't you kill my vibe. The sunset's far too bright to look away. Don't kill my vibe. Just let the moment ride. Think out. Sitting on your tailgate, watching surfers catch those waves, and the selfies with your Polaroid. Just sitting here with you, nothing better left to do. How you look at me is so sweet. Oh, don't you kill my vibe. The sunset's far too bright to look away. Don't kill my vibe. Just let the moment ride. Thank God I'm alive. Don't you kill my vibe. I'm a nail polisher, yeah, I might be chip, but it doesn't really matter what they hand in my head. Cause living life carefree, toes in the sand. Turn up the bass on the George Strait Band. Rolling Stone t-shirt in the backseat has the best view. If you're asking me, flip-flops off, the shades stay on. Summertime has me singing along like. Don't you kill my vibe. The sunset's far too bright to look away. Don't kill my vibe. Just let the moment ride. Thank God I'm alive. Don't you kill my vibe. Don't kill my vibe. The sunset's far too bright to look away. Don't kill my vibe. Just let the moment ride. Thank God I'm alive. Don't you kill my vibe. Don't kill my vibe. Don't kill my vibe. Don't kill my vibe.
Number 8, and everybody's new sweetheart, Melissa Ann. Good gracious. It's been a really good day of music here on Radio A1A and in our studio. And as I'm sorry for the long tirade a bit earlier, but please support all those charities. And let's keep in the thoughts and prayers to all those on the coast. And note that many of our artists play there. This is not just... this is loss of venues and places that we haven't even imagined yet. And I'm going to quote one of them. I think he said, "We've only just begun, because now it's the preparation and the recovery." And in some cases, some of the people we're speaking to right now, and we're going to be helping, we're hopefully going to help as soon as possible, are in desperation, and they're just trying to survive, to quote unquote, we're just trying to find a new way to survive. So thank you so very much to all of you out there donating right now. That was number 8, Don't Kill My Vibe, which I just did. I'm so sorry, Melissa Ann. Number 7, Mac Martin. This guy is just really something. He got with MFG Records down there, Dave Sines and Beth Travers, and something's happening. There's something magic is happening in the songwriting. Mac Martin's his name. Good name for a songwriter. And it's called Margarita Skies. It's number 7 in the Top 40.
Woke up this morning, you're still sleeping by my side. Can't believe what fun we had last night. We sang La Bamba Baby and we jumped in a conga line. The beat was driving us crazy, having fun under margarita skies. You look so beautiful when I look into your eyes, and your touch is magical. I want you in my life. You make me sing La Bamba Baby, make me jump in a conga line. Your beat is driving me crazy. I'm in love under margarita skies. Margarita skies and margarita moon, margarita music whenever I am with you. Margarita dream and margarita kiss. Why don't we just fall in love under margarita skies like this? Now it's evening, the sun is going down. It's time to get dressed up and go out on the town. We're gonna sing La Bamba Baby, gonna jump in a conga line. The beat is driving us crazy. We're in love under margarita skies. Margarita skies and margarita moon, margarita music whenever I am with you. Margarita dream and margarita kiss. Why don't we just fall in love under margarita skies? Under margarita skies. Under margarita skies like this.
I'm trying to bring y'all some margarita skies out there on the video. I'm having a hell of a time today. It's one of those times when you just want to concentrate on being a radio station. If you're watching this on a stream, you're looking at a radio guy through and through, even though I'm a bass player. You want to see a picture of my bass? Hold on a second. There it is over there. That one is the bass guitar that was signed by all the folks that wished me a happy 65th birthday many years ago. And there's some good ones on there. You can come see it at the studio sometime or other. One of these days we're going to do something special with that bass guitar right there. You never can tell. But thank you and welcome to the broadcast of the studio version live right here, L.A. studios in Mobile, Alabama, of the Trop 40 Countdown Show. And up next at number 6 in the Trop 40 is Sunsetting. And I've been on the phone with this next young lady down in Key Largo, and she says this.
Welcome back to the weekly Trop 40 Countdown.
Thank you, Shoeless. Seriously, get ready. She's going to be setting up a camera, and we're going to be throwing something in that looks like something like I'm showing on the screen right now, just a multi-view situation where we can bring Shoeless in. We can have some fun here all afternoon with you on Sundays, and her being live from Key Largo. But now it's live from right here in L.A. studios, Lower Alabama, with Percy Abel's Sunsetting coming in at number 6.
The sun-kissed days go by so fast. Looks like the good Lord saved the best for last. If we left early, we'd be regretting. So glad, baby, we are sunsetting. The sun is setting and so are we. Spend our day here on the beach. It's true, the best things in life are free. This view is priceless down by the sea. A day I won't soon be forgetting. You and me, baby, sunsetting. The day is over, our time's run out. We've been reminded what life's all about. We'll be back on that, you can be betting. Me and my baby just sunsetting. The sun is setting and so are we. Spend our day here on the beach. It's true, the best things in life are free. This view is down by forgetting. You and me, baby, sunset. Sunset and beach, songs are two quite the same. What a perfect way to end the day. You and me, baby, sunsetting. You and me, baby. Sun is setting and so are we. Spend our day here on the beach. It's true, the best things in life are free. This view is priceless down by the sea. A day I won't soon be. The sun is setting and so are we. Spend our day here on the beach. It's true, the best things in life are free. This view is priceless down by the sea. A day I won't soon be forgetting. It's you and me, baby, sunsetting.
Percy Abel, my good friend, there at number 6, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to try one more time to possibly give us a video countdown this week by bringing in our number 5 song, which has provided me with an amazing video. But I'm going to need to establish a video connection once again with this fine computer of mine, so that I can bring that up. In the meantime, we shall overcome, as they say. Radio A1A is a live broadcast 24/7 of independent singer-songwriters, just like the one I'm about to bring up that is the leader of this group called Bad Habit. My goodness, what are we going to do with these boys? They have discovered, and all of them are from some very good musical background, as you shall see, and they have some fine guests on the stage, which happens to be the beach there. That was probably, this was filmed right there where the hurricane just came very close to on the shore. Here it is at number 5 this week, Rock the Dock, Bad Habit, and featured Mr. Daryl Clanton at the helm. And let's hope for some audio. How's that?
We're gonna rock the dock till the break of dawn. We're gonna dance and sing, baby, all night long. Feels so good you don't wanna stop. Come on, baby, let's rock the dock. We're gonna get the guitar. We're gonna get the drum. We're gonna get the bass man. We're gonna have some fun. It'll be a night we can't remember, friends we can't forget. Down there by the water, baby, that's about as good as it gets. I'm gonna rock the dock till the break of dawn. We're gonna dance and sing, baby, all night long. You're so good you won't wanna stop. Come on, baby, let's rock the dock. We're gonna make some music. We're gonna drink some rum. We're gonna have a good time out there in the sun. Then we'll take the night time, and then we'll take the stars and have ourselves a party at the waterfront tiki bar. Gonna rock the dock till the break of dawn. Gonna dance and sing, baby, all night long. You're so good you don't wanna stop. Come on, baby, let's rock the dock. Gonna rock the dock till the break of dawn. I'm gonna dance and sing all night long. Feels so good you don't wanna stop. Come on, baby, let's rock the dock. Oh, it feels so good I don't wanna stop. Come on, baby, let's rock the dock. Feels so good you don't wanna stop. Come on, baby, let's rock the dock.
Daryl Clanton, Rock the Dock. That's number 5 in the Trop 40 countdown. I'm so happy to be here with y'all today, and thank y'all for putting up with me, man. It's been a good evening gathering information about how we can help those that are affected by Hurricane Ivan. Please reach out to all of those that are streaming these live concerts. SailandSongPromotions.com. Right there's where you can go and find out how to do that. And that, by the way, that's exactly the site where you donate. That is where it is, and the money goes directly to those in need, as our brother to brothers and the Masonic orders in the Florida efforts to get some relief. Next up in our Trop 40 countdown. Oh, look at this. This gentleman seems to have taken a liking to Florida. He decided to pack up and move everything from Nashville back down to Florida. He was originally from South Florida, way down in Homestead area. But he really liked that coast there, St. James City and Matlacha and Cape Coral and Port Charlotte, all of those areas around there. And guess what? He's trying to get back home. And he's trying to find a way to get back. I-75 is closed, folks. And in any event, he has a song that comes in this week, Girl on a Beach in Texas. I can imagine he's thinking about himself on a beach in Florida. And a lot of people are. So take our troubles there to this girl on a beach in Texas. Ray Boone at number 4. If you'll just give me another moment, I do believe I might have a video for that. Hopefully I do. I do.
They say if you're gonna make it in music, Nashville's the place to be. So I grabbed my guitar and packed up the car, started off to Tennessee. From just outside of Houston, across Galveston Bay, we said goodbye and I've been moving ever since that day. There's a girl on a beach in Texas waiting there for me. Her heart is growing restless, waiting on a man that I can't be. Sometimes when the sun is setting, I still see her by the sea, on a beach in Texas, waiting there for me. Chasing dreams ain't an easy living. All you're given is tips and drinks. You play every day, but to make enough pay would take 8 days in a week. I'm starting to unravel, barely holding on. 800 miles I've traveled just to write a song about a girl on a beach in Texas, waiting there for me. My heart is growing restless, thinking about a place I'd rather be. Sometimes when the sun is setting, I still see her by the sea, on a beach in Texas, waiting there for me. How long can I be gone before she moves on down the line? Maybe I should leave tonight. What am I gonna find? in Texas, waiting there for me. Waiting there for me.
Ray Boone, I hope everything's okay there on St. James City. Well, by the way, there is a guy that I want to say hello to, and that Alan Jax Bowers, who appears on many of these hits on Radio A1A on many of the stations from MFG Records and a lot of other studios that he is the drummer you hear on many of these pieces. And we should say hello to those that make it possible. Because without them, it wouldn't happen. And he's one of the good ones, folks, but he stays so busy, I don't know if I'll ever have a chance to get him up here to the L.A. studios, but hopefully one day he'll see the Gretsch drum kit we have waiting for him. Next up at number 3 this week in the Trop 40 Countdown. By the way, we'll be waiting for a phone call later on in just a little while about the top of the hour from Dashboard Dave down in Key Largo, Florida, to give a report on the efforts for relief down there and what's coming up with Follow the Flock. But right now, take a lazy day with Melissa Ann once again. Oh, the darling of Trop Rock. She has gone to the point where she is being noticed, my friends. For one thing, her videos are just awesome. Once again, this is the number 3 song in our Top 40 Countdown, and she now has 2 in the top 10, Melissa Ann.
Love how the wind caresses my hair. It's all tangled up in your fingers and your stare. You watch as I tiptoe in the sand. Oh, each footprint making memories as we dance. 'Cause it's beautiful all day. Yeah, it's beautiful all day. Holding our flip-flops hand in hand. Every crash and wave, oh, it's our soundtrack. Sunglasses can't distract me from your view. As we sit in the paradise for two. And it's beautiful all day. Yeah, it's beautiful all day. Coconut oil and palm trees with a splash of kissing you. All lazy days are perfect spent with you. Coconut oil and palm trees with a splash of kissing you. All lazy days are perfect spent with you. Hey, hey, hey. A man, I think the sudden screen has gone to my brain. Funny how you make it hard for me to concentrate. I don't want to make any other plans except for sitting here holding your hand. And it's, whoa, it's a beautiful day. I let the ocean drown my worries away. I say, hey boy, oh, what do you say? I like to take a chance on you. 'Cause it's beautiful all day. Yeah, it's beautiful all day.
It is beautiful today there. Melissa Ann at number 3 in the Trop 40 Countdown. Folks, if you have missed some or all of this Trop 40 Countdown, this is live. And a lot of people miss it and they go, man, how do I hear it again? Well, thankfully, after a little bit of post-production today, I'll have this thing out on podcasts under the A1A Media Podcast Network and out there on YouTube in all shapes and sizes, audio and video. We do an hour of video here. It's going to be a little longer today, so Facebook will be shutting us down. Thank you, Facebook, for having us for an hour. But this show will go on past, so we'll announce our number 1 song after we speak with Dashboard Dave in Key Largo. But first of all, remember I said Alan Jacks Bowers, I will bet you a dime to a donut he's on the drummer on this next song. And it is called Jamaican Time, and it's number 2, and we've got some great voting going on this week. And folks, thank you to the pollsters who have gone to radioa1a.com. And when you go to radioa1a.com, you'll just scroll down just a little bit. Scroll down, and you will see right there that there is a place that you can scroll down a tiny bit more and find over 100 and something tropical Americana, trop rock, Gulf and Western songs, original songs by independent singer-songwriters. So there they are. If you don't have one there that you see, you know that, oh man, I know this person that sings down the street. He's got great music, or she. Please place their names in the other, and that's how you write in the votes, by putting the name in the song right there. Help us out by getting it as close as possible. Other than that, though, you can click and go. And you have voted for your choice for the Trop 40 Countdown. We change that poll every week. Now, it's time to let you know, before I let Beth Travers have this and Jamaican Time and we take you away, that we will not have a broadcast of the Trop 40 Countdown next week. Next week, we will be observing some time to go to either virtually or personally some events to raise funds for what's happening on the coast of Southwest Florida. It is more important that we be there. I was asked to not postpone this, but in this case, there are too many individual situations that are happening all day long, at least next Sunday. There are fundraisers planned. I don't plan that we have this show, get in the way of any of those, if I may. So thank you so very much, and especially a great thank you to Dave Sines and MFG Records. By the way, that stands for Music for Grown-Ups, and putting together some of the greatest music ever to come across Radio A1A programming. His own, as a matter of fact. And I wanted to announce that MFG is a proud sponsor of our banner. They're a logo sponsor of the banner for Follow the Flock, and this lady right here and Dave will be appearing there this year, if God willing and the creek don't rise. Jamaican Time, it's number 2 this week. Her name is Beth Travers.
Sailed on a sloop, John B, down to the West Indies, where my grandfather used to go stock up on rum. Come of age, I slipped off the ship, right into the dubious grip of a voodoo man that took my hand and beckoned me home. Making my day, to making my night, to making me happy for the rest of my life, to making me running, to making me coming, to making the loving just right, to making time. The wild hair that moonlit night,
was a wild run from my childhood life, and I fought for my freedom and I won. Drinking in the truths and all the joys and ecstasies of youth in a brew from the wildest fruit under the sun. Jamaican my day, Jamaican my night, Jamaican me happy for the rest of my life. Jamaican me running, Jamaican me coming, Jamaican the loving just right. We're Jamaican time. Like a pirate, if you're gonna try it, it's what makes the sea wolves go mad. That steamy elixir from the magical pitcher, I drank every drop that he had. Jamaican my day, Jamaican my night, Jamaican me happy for the rest of my life. Jamaican me running, Jamaican me coming, Jamaican the loving just right. For Jamaican time. Jamaican my day, Jamaican my night, Jamaican me happy for the rest of my life. Jamaican me running, Jamaican me coming, Jamaican the loving just right. With Jamaican time, Jamaican time, with Jamaican time, Jamaican time.
Best to Beth Travers and all that bunch right there on that southwest coast of Florida affected by the storm. Also, folks, we are at the point where we're making it to number one today, and we're going to expect a call here shortly from Dashboard Dave. When he rings in, we'll take it from Key Largo. But in this case, I wanted to say thank you, and please stand by on social media today and elsewhere about. You will see the publishing of the actual chart of the top 40 for this whole thing here, the event we do called the Trop 40 Countdown every Sunday at noon. And that, I do believe, will be our call from Diamond Dave, Dashboard Dave. Dashboard Dave, is that you right there, sir? Hold the line. Dashboard Dave, are you on the line from the Key Largo, Florida?
Yeah, hang on one second, Harry.
You sound great.
All right, can you hear me now?
I hear you great. You sound great. How's everything in Key Largo today?
Hey, we're surviving, Harry. Not too bad.
Right.
The sun's out. It's a nice day.
You know, I heard there was a lot of high water in Key Largo, but nothing like they had in St. James City and over in Matlacha.
Oh. My goodness, no. The surge was about 4 feet here.
Diamond Dave is also known as Dashboard Dave. He's also Dave Roush. He is our A1A guy on the ground in the Florida Keys. And you are the stage manager for Follow the Flock 2022. And you have put together a list of times and schedules of musicians for 5 full days. Sometimes twice a day, from Key Largo all the way to Key West. Have you not, Mr. Dashboard Dave?
Yes, that is true.
What in the world? And, you know, and everybody wants to know, well, wow, with all this that's happened. So that's why we are on the phone with you. You're the stage manager, and we've got some other things that we want to talk about right after. So let's start with give us a quick rundown of what Follow the Flock is going to be this year, what is in the book right now and carved in stone. Where are we going to be?
What carved in stone, Harry, is October 31st. We start off at the Caribbean Club at 12 noon. and we have 12, count it, 12 performers, starting at 12, going all the way to 9 to 9:45.
Awesome.
Some of the most amazing trop rockers that you see on the top 10, top 40.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Well, sir, that day is we're going to be benefiting Ocean Dreams Healing there that day, and was the site of the original pit stop party by the Pirates on the Water, Parrot Heads of the Upper Keys. And that club now has turned all that whole event over to Ocean Dreams, Terry Sutton, and we're going to be raising funds there that day and throughout those 5 days. And the next day, Isla Morada. I'm excited about this. We're back at the Isla Morada Beer Company, but not before stopping for breakfast at Bob's Buns. Harold Booth
That's right.
is going to have an event there that day. It's the Harold Booth First Annual Invitational Singer-Songwriter Fools on Stools. Oh, somebody's already using that one. But definitely type Fools on Stool type thing with Harold Booth there at Bob's Buns with some of the best breakfast food in all the world, not counting Isla Morada, which is paradise, right, Dave?
Absolutely, and he's going to have Jeff Randall there, and I think John McDonald's going to be there. It's going to be a who's who of solo performers there. It's going to be fantastic.
I believe Ray Boone is going to be there, but those things are schedules are subject to change because of weather and other things. But this is in stone there, and then Isla Morada Beer Company that afternoon, and then to the evening. And once again, how many acts do you have that going into the evening?
We have 10 acts there. Wow. All the way from Jody Blythe Blevins, MJ Wicker, Roger Sylvie, Beth Travers, the Jenny Lee Brown Band, Dashboard Dave and the Fender Benders, Harold Booth and Jeff Randall. It's going to be an amazing day and evening at the Isla Morada Beer Company.
So your band will be there as well. We'll get to hear some of your new trop rock music. And the next day, of course, we're going to be still in Isla Morada.
Blue Marlin.
But the next morning we're at Bob's Buns again. Harold cranks it up again that morning, 9 o'clock, and it goes till about noon. And then we then go to a brand new venue for Follow the Flock. It's the what is it?
Sir.
What is it you call it?
It is the Blue Marlin stage, smacked right between Pasta's Art Gallery and the Blue Marlin Jewelry. It is a wonderful little venue right on A1A.
Pasta's a drummer. Pasta's a drummer, I think, isn't he?
Pasta is a drummer. He's with a local band, Lower Mat Cats.
Yeah, I know. We have had some times at the Dead Animal Bar together, me and Pasta, but he's an artist. He's a real thing. He's going to be giving away a painting there.
Yes, he's going to be giving away a print autographed by himself, and we're going to raffle that.
And some of that stuff goes for as much as $10,000. He just did one for the Hurricane Relief Fund for someone.
I'm hoping if he gives me the one that I'm thinking, Harry, it's going to be amazing. It's a permit fish with a knife done in knife. It's just amazing.
Well, that night we end it a little bit early because we are downtown Isla Morada, and they have a noise ordinance, so it's going to be light listener kind of atmosphere that evening. So enjoy it. The beer is going to be original because that's right next to the Florida Keys Brewing Company, and
it is
walking distance of how many 5-star restaurants? This is a pit stop party, folks. Then we take a day off and we go to this amazing place, and we're just going to kind of leave that open because it's a day of music at Ocean's Edge Resort. Just go there, look at the place, and you'll go, book your room. They may already be booked, Dave. I don't know about rooms. Rooms have been the toughest thing this year, have been rooms.
It has been.
You have something in the Upper Keys. Ragged Edge is one of our sponsors. So Ragged Edge Resort, if you want to stay in the Upper Keys and party with us for that weekend, we may have something special planned extra to benefit the hurricane relief for St. James City. What are y'all planning in the Upper Keys, Dave?
My goodness. My guitar player, Jason Tortolot, and his wife, Jenna Kelly, have the Upper Keys Musicians Consortium. We call it the UKMC. Jenna is the CFO for Forest Tech Lumber and Keys Lumber here in the Keys.
Hoorah.
They lost 2 lumber stores down in up there in Florida area. And they are putting together a budget for us to put on a Florida Aid concert to benefit those folks up there that really got devastated.
Oh my goodness, folks, you are hearing this first. That's one of the reasons I think we're postponing the Trop 40 next week, or we may be doing the Trop 40 and then leading directly into this event. Is it the 9th of October?
I think we're gonna go down a little farther. It's like the 14th or 15th, because I've talked to the venues and they're like, "Man, you can't. You're hitting us too hard, Dave, really quick." But I know that the OV may be on board, and maybe the Hog Heaven.
OV is the Ocean View Pub. That's Gary Dunn, who was in the Steel Curtain, with right next to Mean Joe Green and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Absolutely.
Terry Bradshaw. That's Gary Dunn, and he owns the OV. Still there, you can see him. We're going to.
Hey, their sign got knocked down too.
Their sign got knocked. Yeah, I saw that, but they are a sponsor of Follow the Flock, a banner sponsor. Many of them. And one of the things I want to tell you something, Dave. You have an organization that is just being born, and it's being supported by some corporate. How can I say this? Finally, some of the companies in the Keys realize that music and entertainment and that this type of thing is an important part of what makes the Keys what it's all about. And they're going to put some money back behind possibly this festival to benefit the hurricane victims. Is that right?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Who is this? Who are these people? Please tell me their names and how may we... yeah.
UKMC is the biggest one, and they're funded back by Forest Tech. We've got some wonderful sponsors that are going to help out also along the way.
UKMC is the Upper Keys Musicians Consortium. UKMC, right. Upper Keys Musicians Consortium. It's backed by...
It's backed by Jenna and Jason, and they have their sponsorship through Forest Tech, which is great. And we're trying to pull more sponsors in all the time.
Corporate sponsorship, when it gets behind something like this, then we are not raising funds from ourselves. If you follow me through GoFundMe pages, this is when we need to turn some attention to these events. And Dave, I thank you for being on the air with me and going over the Follow the Flock. It's going to happen. And
Absolutely, Harry. Stay tuned for more great stuff.
And stay tuned, Dave. I'll get you more information because I'm speaking to Rudy Cox this afternoon at 4 o'clock, directly from Pine Island. And you know he's the guy that books the stage on the Follow the Flock Pit Stop 1 right there in Cape Coral, which will not be at that site for sure, he says. And frankly, they're concerned about recovery. And most everybody there that puts on that event are concerned about recovery. And we have some ideas that we'll get with you and the public focus out there that are watching and listening. Please stay tuned. We're going to have some things that are happening in the Upper Keys that are going to be benefiting directly. Even the specific venues there on Pine Island, like Low Key Tiki and the Ragged Ass Bar and Burt's and Matt Lachey. Not specifically, but we'll talk to Rudy this afternoon. Dave, stay tuned in and listen to how Rudy will be giving us what he needs there. And then I'm going to be specifically saying how each individual person can help if they wanted to do so. Okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Dave, once again, let's follow the flock. I can't wait, man. And thank goodness we are still able to. And let's pray for the folks that can't and help them if they can to get their mind off of it. And a shout out to Terry Sutton out there on Ocean Dreams Healing, because we're going to bring some of that wonderful stuff to the folks over there on Pine Island too. And that's when it
There
helps.
you go.
Right now, you know what's happening? You know what Rudy texted me last night, 1 o'clock in the morning? Listen.
What's that?
He says, I don't know about this, but the rum they've rolled out the rum. And then this morning, he texts me. He says, I think I was rolled over by a dump truck this morning. So Pine Island is a drinking, freaking wonderful, it's a fabulous place like the Keys was long ago, folks. And the music that comes from there is amazing. Dave, thanks again. We're going to go back to the Trop 40 Countdown here as I get the program up. By the way, you're going to be broadcasting live some events also from the Florida Keys coming up. that we're going to be doing later on A1A Media virtually with you controlling the board there. Is that correct?
That is correct. Stay tuned for that. It's in the works, and I'm hoping we've got a pretty good program lined up.
Well, sir, I want to thank you. I want to thank Shoeless Newman and all the folks and my buddies and friends in the Keys. We're going to be doing some wonderful stuff down there. So, Dave, best to Jeanette and all the puppies and everybody, okay?
All right. Talk to you later, Harry.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye now.
And now a word from our Trop 40 Countdown sponsors.
Hi, this is Chip Bell. What does the Jake Sullivan series and Radio A1A have in common? Both will take you to that warm tropical beach you yearn for. So grab a book and start reading. And make sure you keep listening to Radio A1A, music for the road to paradise.
Hey, John McDonald here. If you're coming down to Key West for Meeting of the Minds, join us on the Jake Sullivan Cruise. Joe Downing and I will be performing. The date is Thursday, November 3rd. It's a brunch thing. We leave at 10 a.m. You will have a chance to win the entire Jake Sullivan series, written by author Chip Bell, who will sign all the books. So go to my website, johnmcdonaldmusic.com, for all the ticket information. Fins up.
Ahoy, Parrot Heads! On your way to Meeting of the Minds and going back to Isla Morada, stop at our pit stop parties to hear from Roger Sylvie and get your twist of lime with Jeff Randall to prime yourself the titty tattoo with Harold Booth. Please stop and enjoy our party with a purpose to promote hope, healing, education, and relief with oceandreamshealing.org. That's oceandreamshealing.org. And remember, together we can help many. Cheers.
Radio A1A joins Parrot Heads in Paradise, inviting you to the 30th Annual Meeting of the Minds, presented by Margaritaville Island Reserve Resorts, with great music from stars like Nico Moon, Sister Hazel, Grammy winner Gramps Morgan, the Whelan Brothers, Mishka, Christian Bush, plus the Coral Reefer Band and dozens of other great artists performing where the Atlantic meets the Gulf in Key West. It all happens November 2nd to 6th. Visit motm.rocks to register for the 30th Annual Meeting of the Minds.
Hello, everyone. This is Florida Keys recording artist Roger Sylvie. I would like to take a moment to make sure that you are aware of Ocean Dreams Healing Center. They are a nonprofit whose mission is to provide hope, healing, education, and relief from the stresses of dealing with cancer and disease. They do great things for people in need and would welcome your support. Learn more at oceandreamshealing.org. Stay healthy and keep your toes in the sand.
Welcome back to the weekly Trop 40 Countdown.
Hi, this is Don Middlebrook, and thanks for listening to Trop Rock right here at the award-winning Radio A1A, The Road to Paradise. Take it, Harry.
Welcome back to today's live Trop 40 Countdown, and today we are going to recognize and help bring some relief to those victims of Hurricane Ian in Southwest Florida and elsewhere. There is a program by Brothers to Brothers. It's a foundation which is putting help on the ground right now through local Masonic members of the lodges of Florida and throughout the country. So please, if you can, go to the GoFundMe page for Brothers to Brothers, Hurricane Ian Relief, and it's gofundme.me/C05EFA9A. The GoFundMe page, Brothers to Brothers, Hurricane Ian Relief. Do so and help today. And back to the Trop 40 right now. At number 1 this week in the Trop 40 Countdown is Drinking Tequila by Troy Powers.
Corona neon lights up the wall. I'm drinking tequila to get away from it all. The blue in the water matches the blue in her eyes. Drinking tequila, pass the salt and the lime. In this Mexican sunshine, I feel her warm embrace. In the sky over the water, I see her pretty face. But the way that she left me, I just cannot erase. So I'm drinking tequila in this tropical place. The sand and the water rock this memory of mine. Drinking tequila, pass the salt and the sitting here on this bar stool. Well, there's one thing I know. The love for a woman is really hard to let go. So I'll keep on drinking her memory away. Here on this bar stool, here's where I'll stay. The sand and the water rock this memory of mine. Drinking tequila, pass the salt and the lime. I'm drinking tequila, pass the salt and the lime.
Number 1. You have been listening to the Radio A1A Trop 40 Countdown. The Trop 40 is the official A1A Productions countdown of the top 40 tropical Americana songs by independent singer-songwriters. The Trop 40 is sponsored by a carefully selected group of A1A Paradise experts. Please support our sponsors who keep tropical Americana music alive. Thank you to the listeners of Radio A1A and especially to the independent tropical music singer-songwriters for sharing their amazing songs featured in Radio A1A programming. Tune in next week for the exclusive Radio A1A Trop 40 Countdown. A1A.Productions videos and broadcasts are for educational and entertainment purposes only. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in the favor of fair use.